Hello everyone and welcome to Cold Fear. I should probably turn that down because I don't know if the game is louder than me. Excuse me. So this is a game that came out in like the early 2000s for PlayStation 2, and if I remember correctly, it was I think it came out, if I remember correctly, it came out around the same time as Resident Evil 4, so it had to compete with RE4. If I remember correctly. So yeah, let's get started. Also, fun fact, I never beat this game.
Alpha team, prepare for insertion. On my mark. Go, go, go!
So the big reason I never beat this game is because there's a part later in the game where I could never seem to get past it.
Candid, Marcus. Advance by twos. Anyone else hear that? Negative.
Yes, I hear boat.
Something's out there.
Come in. Come in. Damn it, Hernandez. Talk to me. What's going on? I'm not getting anything here. Marcus. Law.
Can you hear me?
Well, they're all
Come on. Somebody
dead.
answer me.
That's an arm.
Is anybody alive out there? Come in. Get me another asset out there, pronto. Anything we got. Anything.
Anything.
Yeah, I hear you. This is the USS Ravenswood. We arrived in the vicinity of the vessel and will now initiate a search patrol and look for it. Ravenswood out.
When the army fails, send the Coast Guard. I guess.
Okay, people, you know your assignments. Ensign, you've got main deck port side. Watch yourself. You're going solo.
How come Hansen gets all the fun?
Because he's prettier than you are, DeSantos. Now cut the chatter.
This place is creeping me out.
Where is everyone? Steady, Friedman. Remember, I've got that extraction code in
Wiggle
case
to the
things
right.
get hairy.
Wiggle to the left.
This is the Ravenswood.
Wiggle to the right.
These are too rough. We're gonna have to head back. You're on your own, people. You heard the man. Keep it tight.
A note about ammunition conservation. Journal Order number 16. Due to the platform's irregular supplies, we must conserve our munitions and medkits as much as possible. Therefore, 1. Live ammo training is suspended pending new orders. 2. In a combat situation, it is vital that all soldiers look to their downed comments, as potential sources of ammo or medkits. In the same interest of economy, use body searches when really necessary. 3. Use the butt of your rifle in close combat situations. This will enable you to gain the necessary distance to adjust your aim. 4. Some of your opponents will attempt to immobilize you. Do not simply empty your clips. The term is magazines. Strike out at them to free yourself and shoot at point blank range. This is generally highly effective. Anashenko.
You hear that? Hear what? What's that smell? These old Russian whalers all stink to high heaven. Open fire! Open fire! Holy shit! Ah! I'm falling back! Reform on my position!
Well, they're dead.
I repeat, reform here!
Lieutenant Lansing, come in, come in.
I will say, one of my biggest gripes about this game is it's very, very confusing. Because there is no map. Like, at all. And the fucking banner can also be a bit disorienting. Oh, the deck is really rolling. No shit, Sherlock. We're in the middle of a storm on the high seas. Most likely the North Sea. No, not the North Sea, the Bering Strait. Considering this is where U.S. Coast Guard.
I've got to find that code.
Ow. That's the, pistoli ammo. Run.
These Russian boats aren't exactly built the same way ours are. I better read the inscriptions so that I don't get lost. Let's see how much of my Russian I still remember.
This is, I don't know.
Damn thing's locked from the other side.
Okay, it's a storeroom. This way is main deck.
This door is locked by an electrical system. It's unlocked.
Yeah, the deck sections of this game are very confusing. Well, disorienting.
Они повсюду! Они идут прямо на нас! Тихо! Они могут нас услышать! Помогите мне открыть эту дверь! Она закрыта на ключ, мы пропали!
Hey,
Осторожно! Они здесь за углом!
Черт, черт, черт!
Чат, чат, чат! Ow. Bitches. Wah. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Wah.
This valve must control the sprinkler system.
Hey buddies, got any bullets for me? One of you did. One of you did. What's in here? That looks like a werewolf. Honestly, that is... Yeah, that's very werewolfy. Werewolves on a boat. Sounds like... I'm not gonna lie. Werewolves on a boat sounds like a fucking... Part of my language. One of those sci-fi original movies you'd see that made by Asylum, like Sharknado.
Равноблатская пиздопребина!
Where's the melee button? I'm going to beat this man up. Also, no real tutorials. That is something I also forgot to mention about this game. You're just kind of left to figure it out. Like, circle is your interact button, but it's also your... No, wait, not circle. So, circle is like your interact button, but it's also... Is, beat the shit out of someone. Bullets? Bullets. Note about the armory. General Order Number 12. Smoking in the army is strictly forbidden. That... If you're smoking it, yeah, why are you in the armory smoking? You have a perfectly good ship deck. Or anywhere else to smoke instead of where all the explosives are. Or... All types of munitions are stored there. And some are particularly unstable. Moreover, in our environment, there is a high probability of corrosion. As a different YouTube channel I watched once said, saltwater is liquid hate. It hates metal things, especially moving metal parts. Which makes the handling of ammunition an even more delicate issue. You are reminded that our facilities for dealing with serious injury are extremely limited. Anashenko. Note about electrical boxes. Certificate of death. Corporal Y. Legai? Cause of death, electrocution. Details. According to witnesses, Corporal Legai had misplaced his electronic key while on duty, unable to reach his official post. He promptly fired at the electrical control box. I almost said console with a T. On door 114, causing it to explode. Exposed to live wiring, subsequently came into contact with a pool of water on the floor. The door opened, however, Corporal Legai was electrocuted. No follow-up necessary. Crew quarters. Portside cold rooms. Let's check the crew quarters first. So yeah, there is a part of this game I could not beat for the life of me.
Great, it's locked.
Ah, this must be the sickbay.
I better watch how much I'm using. I ain't got an unlimited supply.
Yeah. Oh, right. I cannot for the life of me open this in any way, shape, or form. Page from Yusupal's diary. Our first encounters with the creatures we now call exocells came roughly 2 months after drilling commenced on the Star of Sakhalin platform. In fact, I was already familiar with this platform. We used to use it as a port of call when patrolling these hostile waters, and I was determined it would again be deployed as part of our international operations. Whilst drilling had effectively stopped some years before, this was not because the rig was unprofitable. Quite the contrary, it was because the spare parts often needed were simply never delivered. The Russian state's private partners grew weary of the whole affair. All I had to do was wait a couple years to repurchase it for scrap. At first, the cartel was skeptical about the new operation's success, and I made the necessary investments for its recommissioning myself. The communication jammer, the plans for which had been provided by former Red Army brain Sergei Otarian, was remarkably effective. As far as international ears were concerned, whether listening in on Earth or from space, there was nothing there but an hospitable ocean and the odd iceberg. For the first 25 days, drilling was successful as expected, and then even though our sounders confirmed the presence of a huge oil reserve, the pressures started to drop. Suddenly, the drill brought up several exocells that Anashenko and his men had great difficulty in overcoming. 2 days later, we noticed more specimens crawling up the platform columns. I immediately gave Anashenko orders to capture some of them, and that's when I saw my first contamination.
What kind of whaling ship is this? I'm gonna need an electronic key to open this sucker up.
Yeah, the camera on this game is super weird. It's got that old Resident Evil camera. Guess we gotta go below deck. Oh! Hi.
There's too much water pressure. I can't open the door.
Well, probably because this boat's sinking.
There's too much water pressure. I can't open the door.
So we gotta pump the ship. Jesus. Hey, buddy.
Gotta find a handle to stick back on this door.
Not my smartest move, by the way. As you can see. I gotta go back to the sick bay. Honestly, though, despite the fact this game is so just weird and wonky, I actually found some level of enjoyment from it. because I didn't have Resident Evil 4 at the time.
Locked. It's unlocked.
I mean, I have the Resident Evil 4 remaster now, and the remake now, and the HD version of the game remaster. But I have more memories of this game than I do Resident Evil 4. Even if I'd never beat this game originally.
Не подходи! Пиздюк!
Nothing on him. Pistol ammo. No luck. I believe this might be the kitchen. The galley. Which I believe is the kitchen. Yep, I was right. Jesus. This is probably the freezer. Nope, crew, back to the hallway. Oh. Good sir. But he has a gun I can use. If I remember correctly, this takes me outside. It has been a long time. Yep. I'm gonna check the rest of the crew deck, by the way, before I proceed. Do 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 do. Showers. Okay, yeah, I believe this is the captain's quarters. Yes. It's weird how I remember so much of this game, despite being, you know, having not played it for 10, 15 years.
What the hell is that?
That is no longer alive.
Не подходи! Огонь! Взять его!
No luck. Pistol ammo. Oh hey, I have a reflection. God, I love when games have simple details like that. You don't see it too much. It's actually not that hard to do. Oh, it's like, from what I've heard,
Locked.
to make like a character actually have a reflection in a mirror. I should probably go to the radio room first. Yeah. Here's where that weird disorienting camera comes back into play. Comes back in at the worst possible times.
Great, it's locked.
Great if locked. I know you can get the MP5 in this game, but I forgot how to get the MP5. Boom. Headshot.
It must be downstairs. Whoa!
Is there anything else? I'm going to check the top of the ship before I do anything else. A note about barrels. God, there's a note about everything in this game. Colonel, the standard regulations for storage of explosive chemicals are not being followed, neither on our supply ships nor on the drilling platform itself. I have even seen barrels lying about that are not tied down. I ask you to exercise your authority to remedy this situation. I know that these barrels can be extremely effective against our enemies, therefore, even if it means using them as weapons, I would prefer to decide on their positions with you. I will ensure that my men use them wisely, Anashenko. And I believe this is the radio room. No, this is the gallery. The galley. Galley. So wait. Oh, right. The radio room's up this way.
Great, it's locked.
The radio room is locked. So, time to just scour the upper deck of the ship. Not gonna lie, the game doesn't look half bad. The biggest problem is that fucking camera. I don't... Nest. Alright, there's nothing up here but a pretty view. Yep.
This looks like the wrong way.
Huh. You wouldn't say. So I don't have the AK.
Great, it's locked. This looks like the wrong way.
Okay, yeah, so there's nothing for me here except ammo for a gun I don't have. Pretty sure I need to come back here later. I don't remember. So, back to the other way.
Great, it's locked.
God, it's been 31 minutes. My recording's been recording for half an hour already. Doesn't feel like it.
Не подходи! Огонь!
Yeah, these people are paranoid out their ass for good reason. Really, bro? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste that health kit. As tempting as it would be, I'm not going to. You, sir, have disappointed me, and I am telling your supervisor. Alright, so let's check if there's anywhere else I have to go before I enter the dormitory. God, I'd hate to get impaled by that.
This looks like the wrong way.
But I'm going in anyway. Are you gonna stop me again? That's what I thought. Fire extinguishers. General Order Number 6. All soldiers are to be extremely cautious of exchanging gunfire in rooms containing fire extinguishers. These devices contain highly compressed gas, which can cause explosions. Explosions! You will be held responsible for any damage you cause to the ship or to your comrades. Anashenko. I feel like this is the wrong way. But I'm a sucker for finding things and stuff.
Damn thing's locked from the other side.
Okay, but how? Fucking how? We should have unlocked it when we fucking went through. Like, what? Excuse me? Pardon me? What fucking universe? Is the door that you have went through from the other side still locked on the side you come? What? Whatever, dude. I'm basically just fucking kicking at flies. Into the dorms. Just gonna make sure you're dead. Dr. Kamsky's diary. Fuck it. You know what? Let's look at Dr. Kamsky's diary. Notes on exocell infection. We have deliberately infected and observed over 300 suspects, including dogs. Fuck you. Apes, orcas, and human beings. Also fuck you for the orcas. Those subjects have been placed under permanent biometric surveillance and dissected to accurately chart the growth of the exocell organism and help us learn how to control the process. Okay, real quick. Fucking Pete, you don't control this shit. Why? Whatever, dude. You do you. Infection and change. The time it takes for the infected individual to mutate depends on two factors: how long it takes the exocell to get a tendril into the victim's brain, and the infected body's natural resistance. At present, we have no way of knowing how long the complete process takes for a given individual, since body mass, height, and age seem to be of little importance. Any individual infected by an exocell should thus be given the antidote as quickly as possible. If no antidote is available, the host's brain must be destroyed. And I mean destroyed, to prevent the destructive from becoming an active, potentially contaminating host. Indeed, the exocell seems to be able to reanimate a brain that has been clinically dead for several days. Sound familiar? I bet it does.
Lansing?
Ah, there's Lansing.
Oh, man.
Lansing is very, very dead.
At least I found the code.
Can I have... Does he have more... Oh, his head is detached. Hello, Satan.
Me! Holy...
Fuck you.
The damn thing's stuck.
Thanks, Lansing. You have no ammo for me. Or a new gun. And that is where we're going to call the episode for today. Everyone have a good day. And you stay lovely. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.